Well, hello there, welcome back to another video. So, I'm really excited today because we're going to clone Google's homepage with HTML and Sass. So, let's get started. Open the folder you want to work in and create the glorious index.html file. Generate some basic boilerplate, alright, and change the title Google homepage clone. And create our style.css. Remove some basic styling, for example padding is going to be 0, margin 0, and box sizing is border box. Great. And we will link in a few things here. So what do we need? We need Google Fonts. Oh, and I forgot to give you a basic idea on what we're going to make. So this is our clone. It has links, just like on the original Google homepage here. Links, the logo, and as an input box, some buttons, some links, and the footer. So, great. Talking about the links we need here, we need material icons. So, scroll over here to go over here to developers.google.com/fonts/docs/material_icons and scroll down a little bit, and you should see setup method 1 using via Google Fonts. So what all you need to do is copy and paste it in your header like that. Paste it in your header. Right, perfect. And we also need to link our style.css. Link style.css, and we need to we need to press on watch size. Okay, great. Now we can start working. First thing we're going to work on is this part, the nav. So let's work on it. Create the nav tag, and inside that nav we're going to have a UL with a class of nav links. And inside those nav links is an li with an a inside it. It's going nowhere, just like my life. Class is going to be nav link, and add some text there. HTML. Duplicate this, shift alt down, images, and this we're going to put our icon. As you can see here, it says Gmail images, and there's an icon there. So how do we put this here? We're going to create a span, put in a span here with a class of material icons outlined, and then the name of the icon, which is out. Great. So just put in apps here, and we need to open this with live server. So right click it and open with live server. It should load up. Why isn't it loading up? Why are you not loading up? Who says I'm not loading up? You are not loading up. Oh, we forgot to close the span. My bad. Great. Will you work now? No? Why are you not working? Strange. Okay, so let's ignore that for now. Move on. We'll work on that later. Create another LIA. Going nowhere. Class. Nav link. And we're going to have an image here, which is the profile picture. Source is going to be the same folder, recashley.jpg, and the alt is going to be lemma you just got rickrolled. This is unnecessary. Don't mind this. Rick Astley's existence is a record. Okay. And we should see that image over here. Look at that. We just rickrolled ourselves. Nice. And now we can start styling. For everything, the font family is going to be Arial. And if we don't have Arial, it's going to be sans serif. Okay, so we're actually going to make the font for our material icons different. So select our material icons, material icons outlined. Font family is going to be material icons, and add important there so it works no matter what. This is a bad practice, but we're just going to do that. Color is going to be gray. And select material icons again. Material icons. The cursor is going to be pointer. Just like that. Let me see if the class is correct. Material icons outlined up. Material icons outlined up. Okay, great. Also give this a class of app link. We're going to change this to app link. And we can style the nav now. Okay, so we can see that there. Perfect. Now it's going to have display of flex. Display flex. It's going to flex itself. Oh wait, it has nothing there, so we can add this. We're just going to add display flex so that we can position the nav links at the flex's end. Align item center. Justify content. Flex end. That's what I'm talking about. So the UL is going to align itself at the end of the flex. That makes sense. Padding 10 pixels. And we can now select our nav links. Display flex width is going to be 204.9 pixels, and yes, I measured this by myself. Thank you. Justify content space around, so it's going to space the items around this big ass image. It's fucking everything up. Let us fix that first. .pfp. Oh, we're going to give this image a class of pfp. Class pfp, which stands for profile picture. .pfp width is going to be 32 pixels. The height is also going to be 32 pixels. As we can see here. And our border radius is 50%. This will basically just make the image round. We can now move back to our nav links. Where were we? Align item center. Going to align the items in the center. Okay, great. Text decoration. List style none. To remove these bullet points like that. And for each nav link, we're going to select nav link nav link. So each of these individual links. Nav link is going to have the text decoration, none. Not going to have any text decoration. Font size, its font size is going to be 13 pixels. 13 pixels. Color hash 282828. Padding, sit on top, 5 pixels on the left and right. And when we hover over them, just type in an @ symbol and hover. When we hover over them, text decoration is going to be underlined. Text decoration underline. And let's check that out. Look at that. When we hover over them, text decoration will become underlined. Great. Now let us style this little icon over here. As we can see, it looks ugly. So select the app link dot app link text decoration, none, to remove that underline, as you can see here. And font size will be 13 pixels. 13 pixels. Wait a minute. 13 pixels. I wonder what happened. Okay, ignore that. Ignore that for now. Select the app. Font size 24 pixels. Oh, so we need to remove this shit. Sorry. Font size is going to be 24 pixels. Padding 8 pixels. Border radius going to be 50%. So it's round. Text decoration. Why am I doing this? Okay, so it's fine now. When we hover over this, when we hover over the app and hover, its background color will change to RGB. Going to use RGB 243235. Let's check that out. When we hover over that, its background color is going to change. Okay, great. So I think we're basically done with this part now. Let's move on to the main section. Okay, go back to our index.html. Outside the nav, create a main section. And we're going to have our logo there. img src google logo.png. And the alt is going to be Google logo class of logo, and add a title there, so when we have it over it, something's going to happen. I'm just going to put something useless here again, as a millionaire. Great. Ex-Googler as a millionaire. Very much in context. Create a div with the class of search box. So it's going to be the search box over here. Search box, and we're going to add another span, and we need another icon. So its class is going to be material icons search, the name of what we need, what icon we need. So we can see that, of course. Let us move on. Search. Right, it's there. Search. Input, add an input box. Just type is text, right? Class is going to be search input, like that. Okay, so the input box is there now. And add another span with a class of material icons, and it's going to be the microphone icon, mic, as we can see here. Hold on. Mic. Okay, and we can add a title here. Search by voice. Great. And now we work on the buttons. Oh wait, how about we style this input box first on this Google logo. Go over here below our nav selector and select the main section. It's going to have a max height of 90 VH. Yeah, 90 VH. And its display is going to be flex, but we don't want that way. So what we are going to do is change the flex direction to flex direction. It's going to be column, so they're going to be stacked like that. Wow, that's big. And the line item center. Great. Select our search box, which is this one. Display is going to be flex too. Flex. It's also going to be flex. Line items center. With yes, I just measured this myself. 582 pixels. Great. 582 pixels. And padding 10 pixels on the top and bottom and 15 pixels on the left and right. Justify content space between, so it's going to space the items between, and the margin is going to be 20 pixels. It's going to have some margin of 20 pixels, just like that. And we need to add a hover effect over this. Oh wait, let me add some color to this. So this will be the color of the text. Color RGB 167 160 160. And when we type here, oh wait, no. Move on. Add a hover effect over this. So when we hover over this and hover, this box shadow is going to be 0 pixels, 10 pixels, the blur is 10 pixels, and RGBA 0, 0. So basically black 0, but its opacity is going to be less opaque, 1.171, like that. Let's check that out. Right, look at that. And just in case someone is using tab, and focus box shadow. Its box shadow is going to be 0 pixels, 0. Basically the same as here. You can just copy paste this, Control C, and paste it there. Peter will do the work. Search. This is the search input. Wait a minute. Let's take a look at our classes. So this is the search box. The icon. The search icon has a class of search. The mic icon has a class of mic. And the search input has a class of search input. Alright, great. So move on. Search. Font size 20 pixels. Bzz. mean 20 pixels, and it's bigger now. Great. And our search input is going to have a width of 90% of its parent container. Outline none, not going to have any outline. Border none, also border none. And its font size is going to be 16 pixels, and we can type in here. Look at that, the icons aren't really beautiful. So I think we need to add some border edges here. Yeah, we need to add some border edges and also add the border. I forgot to do that. Silly me, I'm such an idiot. Border solid 1 pixel, light gray. And border radius is just going to be radius. I keep on making typos. 30 pixels. Border radius is 30 pixels. Great. Yeah, we have some border radius. And the search here. Okay, we're done with that now. I guess we're done with the search input now. Looks pretty similar. Okay, we can move on to the buttons now. So go back to the index.html file. Below the search box div, and create another div with a class of buttons. So it's going to be these buttons over here. Google search and I'm feeling lucky. Where are we? Okay, I'm feeling lucky. We're going to add a button here, and going to have some text. It's going to say Google search, and another button is going to have some text that says I'm feeling lucky. Can't relate. And create another div with a class of language offering. So it's this one, div.language offerings, and just type in there Google offered in, and then add a link. Going nowhere. Google offered in Filipino, and add another link. Going nowhere. And Cebuano. Great, so we're done with the HTML part now. Let's style these bad boys. Go over here to the style.css and select the button. And it's going to not have any outline, none. Border radius, we have a border radius of 5 pixels. Padding 10 pixels on the top and bottom, but 16 pixels on the left and right. Border none. Background, its background is hash f8 f9 fa. Again, f8 f9 fa. Okay, can we see that? Yes, we can see that. Great. We can now continue. Color is going to be hash 40 40 40 40 40 40. Great. Margin, add a little bit of margins here on the top and bottom, but 8 pixels on the left and right. 8 pixels horizontally. Okay. And cursor is going to be pointer, and we're going to add a hover effect. And when we hover over it, we're going to have some box shadow. Box shadow 0 pixels. The blur is 2 pixels. And another RGBA value. RGBA 0 0 0, basically black, but we're going to work on the opacity. We're going to work on the opacities 0.315. So when we hover over this, it's going to have some shadow, just like that. Now let's work on the language offerings, because as of now it looks a bit ugly. Below the button, select language offerings, add some margin at the top, margin top 20 pixels, just like that. Font size is going to be 0.8 rem. Wait a minute, did our margin even work? That language offerings. Let's see if we spelled it correctly. Gouge. Yeah, we didn't spell it correctly. Language offerings. Does it work now? Yes, it works now. Great. And I think that's the only styling we need to do over here. We can make the links. We can work on the links. Make the links blue. Text decoration none. But when we hover over them and hover, the text decoration is going to be back. The text decoration is going to be back, underline. My throat is getting sore. And maybe change the color to blue. Color blue. Okay. So far so good. Looks pretty similar, doesn't it? Yeah, they look pretty similar. And I think we can start working on the footer now. So let's start working on the footer. Go back to our index.html, and below the main section, outside the main section, create a footer tag, and we're going to have two divs. One div for this part and the upper part, and one div for the bottom part. So let's do that. Div with the class of footer1. We're just going to add some text there. Location Philippines. And add another div with the class of footer2. Footer2. Great. And inside that div we're going to have a couple of ULs. UL with the class of footer, about, links. So it's these guys over here. Footer, about, links. And these guys will be footer, other links. Clear? Okay, good. Put some LIs there. A with the class of footer link. Going nowhere. About, and just copy paste this and change the text. Advertising, business, and how search works. How search works, and delete all of these other guys because we don't need them. Delete. Right, great. And make the other UL, which is UL footer other links. UL with the class of footer other links. And put some LIs there. Then A in that. A with the class of footer link. Going nowhere. Privacy. Shift alt down. Terms. Shift alt down. And settings. Okay. So we're done with the HTML. Go over to our style.scss. Outside the main selector. And select the footer. Footer. It's Position is going to be fixed on the bottom. Fixed. From the bottom, it's going to be 0, so it's going to stick at the bottom. Just like that. Width is going to be 100%. Height around 100 pixels. Align items. Item center. And color gray. Gray. And select each of those divs. Oh no. Select each of those divs. Div. And display is going to be flex. Yeah, good. Height is going to be 50%. 50% of container. Justify content. Space between. So it's going to space them between. And add some background. Align item center first. Center. Background is going to be an RGB value with values up to 41237 and 237. Again, an RGB value, and the numbers are 241, 237, and 237 again. Okay, great. We have the right color. And no, we did that already. Border bottom. Going to have some border at the bottom. Solid 1 pixels. Light gray. Light gray. Great. Padding 0 pixels on the top and bottom, but 30 pixels vertically. Like that. And font size is going to be 0.9 rem. Beautiful. Outside the div, oh no, it's still inside the div. We're going to select the UL, add display flex, like that. Justify content, space between, so it's going to space items between. And nothing worked. It worked, but we can't see it because we need to set the width. Hold on. No. We're going to set the width later on. Just wait. For now, we're going to select each footer link. Text decoration, none. So it's not going to have any text decoration. As you can see here, its color will be gray. It's gray now. And on the UL, to remove these bullet points, we actually need to add list style of none. Beautiful. And actually we need to add also a hover effect on each of these footer links, which is these links. And hover text decoration going to be underlined. So when we hover over each of them, we're going to have an underline on them. Great. And the very last selectors we're going to style. The very last elements we're going to style is the footer. Damn, this is confusing. UL outside the UL. Okay. Footer about links. This is where we set the width. We need to have a width of 409 pixels. And the footer other links is going to have a width of 204 pixels. So there we go, we just found the Google homepage. Great, isn't it? I put this, but it doesn't work. That's okay. This doesn't need the work. So if you have any questions, you can ask your questions in the comments down below. And you can find this on Google. I hosted this on Netlify. You can find this at Google homepage clone by alwin.netlify.app. I actually hosted this on Netlify. I will put the link in the description below, and you can find the code for this project in the description below also. I created a GitHub repository, so let me look for it real quick. Let me look for it real quick. Google homepage. Oh, it's over here. I will put this link in the description below so that you guys can check it out. Good. Anyways, thanks for watching. In the next video, I'm actually planning to make an entire series on making front-end mentor challenges. I will show my solutions for front-end mentor challenges at frontendmentor.io. So anyways, thanks for watching. I know this video sucked, but that's okay. If you think this video sucked, then you know what to do. But if you think this is good, then hit that like button. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.